Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Autlead LED headlight bulbs. This is a sponsored video. Autlead did send me the bulbs to review. And so we're doing it on a 2006 Honda Civic today. And we're doing the test on a 9006 bulb, which I think is pretty common for most cars. So usually when I do these reviews, I start with the cons first. That way we end on a good note. So with that said, here come the cons. Probably the first thing you're going to notice is that the unit is a bit longer than your standard halogen bulb. So this could cause issues if your car has, say, the halogen bulb is, inside the housing and it's like locked in there, like in enclosed space. For my car, it was okay. There was open space in the back, so it didn't really make a difference. The units get really hot. So after I put it in there, I need to adjust the beam a little bit to maximize its range. And when I was trying to touch it, the things were super hot and they were just barely touchable. So just after about 5 minutes, like I said, it got really hot. So that actually kind of concerns me because if you live in a hot area, Nevada, Arizona, something like that, these things could overheat in hot weather. So they almost remind me of CPUs because it does have a heatsink and a fan. And obviously, if it gets that hot after 5 minutes, it definitely needs it to try and keep the actual LEDs cool. The fans on the units are a bit loud. You can't really hear them, but if you're listening for them, you can, or at least I could. So when I listened to them, I could just barely hear them. So if you're like me, that could be kind of annoying if it bothers you. So the standard 9006 halogen bulb has its, own standard bracket, and obviously these units have the same one. But for this unit, they actually twist a little bit, and so that kind of made it kind of difficult to actually lock the unit in place because when you're trying to do that, it's twisting and not actually locking into the headlight bulb, into the headlight unit. Pushing the plug into the wiring was a bit hard. You really need to push it in there pretty hard to make sure it's actually seated correctly. As opposed to the standard halogen bulb where it's really easy. You just kind of plug it in and don't have to put any effort into it. So that's basically all I have for the cons. Most of those are kind of nitpicky. So with that said, here come the pros. The 65K white light is really nice. It's a really bright, crisp white. And I like that way more than kind of that blue tint that you kind of see with Beamers every once in a while. With upgrades in technology, these LED bulbs are actually pretty cheap. I've always thought of LED bulbs and HIDs as being units that cost at least $150 or more. And usually with those types of units, you have to there's baggage with it. So basically it's not going to plug straight in. You'd have to mod your wiring, or you have to do something. And so it's really nice that this unit is only $38 on Amazon and it's plug and play, which is awesome. The units definitely felt like they were high quality and could take a lot of abuse. I like that these LEDs use less wattage than your standard halogen bulb. 35 watts per unit compared to about 50 for a halogen bulb. So that basically means you're going to be using less energy, which means you're going to strain your battery less. The beams are really even and definitely have better distance than your standard halogen bulb. And of course, the more light you have on the road, the safer your drive is going to be. So that's my take on these LED bulbs. I really like them and I would definitely recommend them. They're really bright, clear, and crisp, and they're a winner in my book. The only thing I can't vouch for at this point is longevity. They claim to have 50,000 hours of usage, and compared to your standard halogen bulb, a standard halogen bulb is about 950 hours. So basically these should last for the rest of the car's lifetime. And one other thing I wanted to mention is that you actually can put these units on backwards. So when you look at the plug, there's actually a plus and a minus sign. So make sure that you put it in the right way, or obviously they're not going to work when you try and turn them on. Hope you found the review helpful. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.